Okay, we are live, I believe. Hello and welcome, everybody. Hello, aphorisms. Hello, Timmy. Let's see who we got over here on D Live. We got somebody over on D Live already. And we got, looks like Alexandra Dane. Hello, hello. So far, I have nobody that wants to jump on stream with me yet, but anyone who wants to hop on and have a chat, for the next hour or so, we're going to just be having a community stream, sharing ideas about the election, having us a good old chat. So, anybody in the Discord that wants to hop on with us, go ahead and let me know. Also, if you're on Twitter and not on Discord, I can shoot you an invite, or if you follow me in the Telegram channel, the link will also be in there if you want to join me. Just let me know and I will give it to you. Yes, Timmy, the day has arrived. It is here. It is here. It is here. So, no matter who you are, or in America rather, no matter who you are in America or where you reside, the shit is about to hit the fan. We have already seen people getting in arguments, people posting signs trying to manipulate the election outside voting booths in Florida, in Pennsylvania, in Atlantic City. All kinds of BS all up and down the East Coast, and I'm sure as the day marches on, it's going to happen across the rest of the country. We're going to see a media circus. We're going to see lies and gaslighting and just everything under the sun, and they're not going to want to let Trump win. In fact, if you even start talking about Trump winning, I predict they're going to start banning you, shutting down your channel, kicking you off Twitter, etc., etc. I predict a full cathedral media meltdown, a full cathedral shenanigan to try to fuck up this election as much as they can. That's what I predict. Yes, I am on DLive. You can find the link in the description. Whoever's asked, let's see, that's Timmy. Timmy, I've been on DLive for about a month, and I'm trying to get up to 200 followers so I can actually directly upload stuff over there and start growing my channel on DLive. Let me pop the link out of the description and put it in chat for you for all the lazy people that won't go to the description. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it in there now. There you go. And like always, I am a no-good money grabber, so if you want to give me dollary dues, you can always do that. I am very happy for you to give me money on Cash App, which is how I prefer to get cash donations. Cash App is great for me because it's fast and effortless for both parties. And of course, PayPal is always wonderful. I'll be putting my PayPal in the description as well. And of course, I like Entropy because you don't have to give me money to ask me questions or post your ideas. Over on Entropy, on the left-hand side, if you don't want to make a super chat, you can actually post something in what we call the question widget or the question tab over on the left-hand side, and those stay put. And not me, but viewers can vote on them up and down to say if they're good or not. So Entropy is really good for that. And every 30 or 40 minutes or so, I always check Entropy and see what's going on to see if there's anything that I need to address. Let's see who we've got over here. Hi, Timmy Bobinson. I'm glad to see you over here on DLive. Be sure to follow me on DLive, Timmy, and anyone else that wants to follow me on DLive. More than your lemons over there, I need your follows because I just broke 100 followers and I need to get to 200 so I can actually upload videos and stuff over there. And as you guys all know, I tend to make more pre-recorded content than live content. So that's why that is a good. Hello, Southern Daily News. Good to see you too, my friend. You're Australian, aren't you? Are you Australian, or is that someone else that's a Daily News that's Australian? All right. Hello to my my Discord peeps. I know that we have Discord people in here today. And we're not doing live conversation on Discord for the person asking in Discord. We are only doing the StreamYards via the StreamYards link today. So this is all public today. Oh, Southern USA. White News Network, there's not really enough in to count yet, so nobody knows who's winning yet. I'm sorry. If I had to guess, which of course this is all just guesswork because remember, the shenanigans, the lies, the cheating, the fraud, we don't know how it's going to pan out. But so far, it does look good for Trump and the Republicans because of the desperation of the media and the desperation of the people trying to manipulate the vote in favor of Biden and the DNC. So today I wanted to just get people on and to hear their ideas and to have people talk to me. But so far, nobody wants to hop on. So it's just me flying solo right now. So I'm going to go and make sure Discord knows that we are having a chat and make sure that Telegram knows. Okay, now we're going to pop over to my Telegram. Oops, I linked the wrong thing because I'm a retarded boomer. Okay, let's see. There we go. I have the correct link in there now. So, all right, let's check over on DLive. We got some optics engaged. We got some Iron Spark. Thank you so much, my friends, for following. We're up to 106 followers. Let's get that to 200. Thank you, Timmy, for the lemon. I appreciate it. Over on Entropy. Oh, Entropy's not streaming yet. Come on, Entropy, get with the program, my friend. I told Entropy to start streaming. It's just not yet. Let me refresh it. Always technical problems when you stream to different places. Let's see. Come on. Are you going to do it? Okay, it's doing it now. Entropy should be live now because it actually took that time. So you should be able to engage properly with Entropy, including the question widget now. It's all set up. So always fun. And of course, I will be keeping open a PayPal tab and a Cash App tab to make sure that I do not miss any donations or messages via those two platforms. So we have a Cash App open on the phone, and we have a PayPal tab open now. Boop, 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 boop. PayPal was the one I didn't have open earlier. That's why I had to go in and redo it. Okay. Let's go check StreamYard, see if we've had anybody else hop in. Anybody in StreamYard? Nope, nobody in StreamYard just yet. I just got a message on Discord from Secret Behind Communism. Fun name. There you go. Southern Daily, I sent you the link. So you can just click that and hop in. And I'll add you to the chat here. Okay, let's go back to YouTube now because I've been ignoring it for a few minutes. All right, we've got Jack Blade, Martin Madrigal, Southern Daily News, Anons, the White News Network, P227. Good to see you again, Peacekeeper. Nice to see you here again, my friend. Anon Z. Who else? Anybody else? Oh, we got good old Monty. Hello, good old Monty. The Fartin' Tartan Tay. Oh, good old Fartin' Tartan. Hey, Kizza. Kizza, if you want to hop on the stream with me, I've got the StreamYard link in the Discord. So anybody who wants to hop in, we're just having a free-form community stream today. You want to hop in, speak your piece, tell me I'm fat and ugly, argue with me about politics, you can hop in and speak your piece today. It's all good. So anybody who wants to come have a chat, you're more than welcome to today. Okay. All right, Discord is clear. DLive, thank you very much for the diamond Iron Spark. Much appreciated, my friend. Always appreciate the old lemons over on DLives. Thank you very much. And then over on Entropy, nothing yet. And then over on PayPal, nothing yet. Now, keep in mind, if you do send me a donation on PayPal, it usually takes 5 to 15 minutes for it to process on my end so I see it. That doesn't mean that I'm going to miss it. So if you know you've sent me something on PayPal, just be patient. It'll show up eventually, and I will definitely respond. Now, if your PayPal shows a real name that you don't want to be read out, don't fear. Don't fear, because I am not in the habit of reading out real names. I just give a nod to someone on the who gives me a PayPal donation, and you'll know who you are. For example, the last person who gave me a PayPal donation's initials were VC. And VC will know who you are. Thank you for the $5. But that was last stream, not today. So, moving back to YouTube's here. Kiss is going to get on. That's lovely. No, Bosch didn't call me fat. Let's not bring up his accursed name. Madrigal, how do you jump on real quick? Madrigal, I can give you the link in Discord or on Twitter. You can send me a DM. I don't want to make the link to hop on fully public. I like to gate it just a little bit, but well, thank you. I appreciate that, Iron Spark. Iron Spark says something friendly over on DLive. He said, "Truth, beauty, and goodness." What a wonderful sentiment. What a beautiful sentiment. We should all strive to be those things. Not necessarily beautiful in regards to aesthetic or sex appeal, but beauty for the sake of being beautiful people and being beautiful and respecting beauty in the world around us. Excellent sentiment. You know what? Today's a rare occasion. I'm just going to post the damn link for StreamYards in chat. Hello and welcome, Southern Daily News. Thanks for jumping on. We're going to go ahead and share the link in the live chat for whoever wants to jump on.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, hello, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing good, and it's good to talk to you. It's nice to talk to someone who is white positive.
Yes, we are definitely white positive around here. That doesn't mean everyone I have on will be, but my stream and my community certainly are.
Right. Well, are you excited about the election? It's heating up.
Yes, I am, because no matter what comes, I know that our people are going to start waking up, so I'm very happy.
That's a good point.
I think that 2020 has definitely been a year in favor of nationalists in general around the world, and most certainly for Western kind, because we have seen so many people start realizing that the media and the establishment does not have Western kind's best interest at heart, and they lie about the negative things they do to them. And I think that the scamdemic specifically has started waking up a lot of regular parents, realizing all the filth and manipulation coming from their schools. So I think this year has been very good for us.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say the scamdemic, as you titled it, really woke a lot of people up to the influence of the media and how they lie and switch, and they'll switch a position on a dime if it turns out to be more anti-white one day than the day previously. So
Sure.
It's kind of whatever hurts Trump, they'll just switch to that position immediately.
Yeah. Welcome, Kizza, and welcome, Martin. Oh, Kizza dropped out. It says his device is not connected or he lost connection. And right now, I'm trying to get Vera on, so I'm sending her a text message. I'm going to do a voice-to-text so you can hear what a grandma I am.
Hi,
okay,
Yizz.
love. I hope that you drive safely, and when you are done voting, you can hop on the community stream with us, and you will find the link in the Discord chat. There, you got to hear Grandma Yizz do a voice-to-text like a proper boomer. There you go.
Nice to see the next edition.
Okay. Good day, Smoky Stormwind. Good day, Arusiak 90. I don't know if I said that correctly. Hello, Jack again. We also have the Inconvenient One joining us again. Hello, Inconvenient One. Let's check DLive again, see who we've got today. We've got Anon Z just followed. Thank you, my friend. All right. Nothing new over on Entropy. Okay. So, let's turn our attention to Martin. Martin, I assume you are the Martin from chat from earlier, correct?
Correct. That's me. I just wanted to hop on and give a quick anecdote about something I experienced today at the polls.
Please.
I won't say what state I'm in, but I'm in a state that's reliably blue, and it has been reliably blue for a long time. Unfortunately, I'm still here, although in the near future I may not be. But I waited until today to go to the polls and vote like a normal person. And I was about halfway through filling my ballot when a woman walked in. And she was white. And I'm assuming that she voted conservative. And she claimed that her husband had come in today and had voted, and that there were certain propositions on the ballot today that weren't on her ballot a month ago. So she made a huge scene at the poll, and she had to be physically restrained. I did not expect to see anything like that. She had to be physically restrained by the election officials, the people running the poll. And another thing that I just want to mention quickly is the polling officials there, the black polling officials there, they were all wearing BLM or Resist or some sort of piece of clothing or a face mask that had that sort of message on there. Now,
Disgusting.
I don't know if that would count as, electoral advertising. I know that
I
there's
think it
been some
should.
controversy. I think it should
course.
too. So that's really what I experienced today at the poll. And I just wanted to come on here and give my anecdote. I hope it's not a common thing that's occurring around the country. But thank you, Yizz, for everything that you're doing. Thank you for everyone that's donating. I'm going to hop off really quick. I got to go meet my wife for lunch. You guys have a great day.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for
you
sharing,
too.
Martin. Thank you for sharing. We'll see you next time, friend.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I went to vote today. I didn't want to do the mail-in ballot because, it's just kind of sketchy, that whole process.
Just to let Kizza know, Kizza, I see you pop up in the green room over on StreamYard, but it says your device must connect or calibrate their cam and mic before you are able to be added. So whatever device you're trying to connect with, it's not meshing correctly with the behind-the-scenes software. And I'm so sorry to cut you off, Southern. Please go ahead.
Oh, no problem. I was just saying that I voted in person today. I don't know if you did mail-in ballot or what.
Oh, God, no, I'm not no pussy. I ain't afraid of no stupid ghost COVID. No, I went and voted in person like a normal person, like a real person. I
Yeah.
went right up there and I voted in person. And I was going to make a video about it, but there wasn't really anything going on because I live rural. It's not like, in a city where there's going to be bunches of people around. There were a couple of people, but they were Trump supporters and, one of them was really old. So I was like, this would make for a boring video. So I just went in and voted and got it over with.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be way busier at the polling place than what I actually encountered. I went in there and, I didn't have to wait in line or anything. I just walked right in and voted. So I don't know if a lot of people already voted early or what, but and I live in a city that has maybe like 35,000 people in it, so it's not like huge, but it's not small.
I got you. Like a normal small American city.
Yeah, and I was really shocked at how few people were there. So I don't know what that's about, but it was also really weird because it was at a local library, and I went up to the front door of the library, and the door's locked. So that was like really odd. And I had to go around back and enter the library through the back door and ask the lady at the desk, like, where's the polling place? And then she pointed me somewhere else. It was like this really complicated process to find the polling place. So I don't know. Yeah, it was very weird. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with people not finding the spot or what.
Looks like Kizza finally properly linked up. Hello, my friend. How are you today?
Hello.
I'm doing well, thanks. On my way to work.
Yeah, you're working the late shift, I know, recently, so that's why you won't be visiting us on Friday for the next few weeks, correct?
Well, that depends on the news of the lockdown, so who knows?
Okay, all right. Well, let's go back to YouTube chat since it's a community day. I want to make sure we don't miss anything important. Let's see. We got some comments about Trump and some elections here. Important for Trump. Yeah, I agree. Are you CX 90? I agree that it is possible that we might see some pushback on Silicon Valley. But in regards to Silicon Valley and all of the cathedral media, I'm not holding my fucking breath. Because for years now, the Republican Senate and the White House could have done a lot, and they've done nothing. There's been a lot of talk, and there's been Zuckerberg, and there's been Jack of Twitter, and there's been Ted Cruz grilling them, and we haven't seen shit happen. Nothing. Absolutely dog shit happen about the censorship, about social media, about anything. So I'm not holding my fucking breath. So I encourage everyone listening today, please vote for Trump, please vote for Republicans, specifically because of what they will not do, which is the Biden plan and the Green New Deal. They will not immediately usher in UN/EU globalism tactics. The Republicans might, but at least they're not promising to like the DNC are. So, again, maybe Trump's going to be great for us. Maybe we're going to have a draining of the swamp like we hear is coming. Maybe. But, that's what he campaigned on years ago and ain't shit happened yet. So, well, whatever.
And That reminds me of something I encounter a lot online. Anyways, I would say in person I don't really see the same resistance, but online, I guess because it's a little bit more polarized, maybe in the Discord server that I'm in, or something like that. But I do encounter a lot of people who, they complain about voting for Trump, and one person in particular is Adam Green of No More News, and I've seen him.
Oh yeah, good old Adam.
I've seen
Adam
him
was
complain.
Adam was on Patriotic Weekly Review recently. Did you see him last week?
Yes, and I've seen him complain about people supporting Trump, and that like the whole "you're supporting the system, man," that kind of mentality.
Hey, real quick, am I hard to hear for you? Because normally my volume's good. Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I can hear you good.
Because we have somebody saying I'm hard to hear in the chat. Normally I'm a loud talker and I'm easy to hear. And someone last week on my Friday stream said that I was having trouble being heard.
Now, I'm listening to the StreamYard, so I'm not listening to the stream.
Yeah, me either.
But I figured that was the same.
Let me check my audio. Yeah, it says that I'm gonna toggle to the there might be something wrong with my mic that I have because I'm using a quote unquote pro USB mic. It might not be good. Let me check. Let me swap to the built-in one to my. See if that changes anything.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do I sound any different? Am I any louder? Am I any quieter?
Sounds good to me. I would say not really a noticeable change one way or the other for me, but I'm listening through a StreamYard.
Okay. Someone says that that you are a little too loud, actually.
Oh, let me go ahead and turn.
Well, yeah, I'm running this, I don't even have OBS open today, so I don't have scaling capabilities right now. I'm just doing nothing but running through StreamYard. So, I am not going to worry about it, and if I'm a little too low or a little too loud for some of you guys, I apologize, but we're just going to roll with it and do the best that we can, okay? So.
Cool, and I turned down my mic a little bit. Hopefully that's not as loud.
Alrighty. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh, but I was just saying, to summarize it real quick, that the people who complain about not supporting the system and they think everyone should just not vote at all, really needs to take a look at Joe Biden's website and his issues there, and he has a lot of things laid out on his website.
And especially watch that video of mine about the Biden plan and how he's basically a gateway for all the New World Order mass migration bullshit they've been pushing for 10 years. Yes,
one of the first things he's going to do, and he's already pledged to do it, is the amnesty. And that right there would lock a lot of counties into the Democrat side of things. So
yes.
That's something
Especially
to...
because if you go across the country and start just automatically legalizing millions of people who are here illegally, fucking of course they're going to support the party that gives them handouts and welfare and shit.
Right.
Of course they're going to vote for the party that made them citizens and gave them citizenship. Of course they will. Like this is what I've been harping about for years about demographic change. Like it's very clear the purpose of the demographic shift. Like, yeah, you can say what you want about the small hats and maybe they hate us or whatever. I don't like to argue about that because that's like arguing religion. Nobody wins and nobody can prove anything. But what is not up for debate is the fact of demographic voting proclivities. And the people we are being replaced with overwhelmingly vote a certain way. And I think that that's on purpose. And I think that's the primary reason of going all the way back to the beginnings of mass migration in the 60s. I think that's a big part of it.
Also on key issues. For example, I have a few studies that I've looked at. Pew Research on Hispanic views on gun ownership. Just look that up and you'll see that Hispanics, especially foreign-born, they actually are 80% in favor of more gun control.
Yep.
Another one that I found is the concept of free speech. I think this was on the... Oh, hello.
Hey, Kizza, welcome back.
No worries, I just got to work, so yeah, I can chat.
Okay, are you going to have to hop off here now?
Oh, no, I don't start for like an hour, so I'll let you get in early.
Okay. Yeah, we're probably only going to stream for about another hour. I don't want to make this too late because not only do we have the unpopular opinion stream to get to here in about an hour, but I'm going to be visiting some other people's streams tonight, so I won't be hosting.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of which, AA needs to bring me on because I have tons of unpopular opinions. I'd like to see his brain wrap round.
Yeah, AA is he's been good lately, making some good videos.
That's for sure. That's for sure. But for me, honestly, some of the opinions I have, he will struggle to try and work his brain around it, despite how intelligent he is.
I'd like to get on AA's stream tonight again, but we'll see. I don't know if he'll let me on again or not. But I'm definitely going to go visit on Uzulu's stream. I'm going to go visit on Dangerfield's stream, probably on Don the Pleb's stream, because he's letting a lot of his friends on. Don already started, but he's doing a marathon stream. He's going to be on all night. So he started like 4 hours ago, and he's going to go till after midnight. So he's a crazy man.
Well, I know he did the other day a video with right reactions. So
cool.
All right, over on DLive, we got 8 people on DLive today. Yay, that's a lot for me on DLive. Normally it's only 5 or 6. Glad to have some DLive peeps over there. Thank you very much for the viewers over on DLive. Let's see who we have in the chat here. We've got, oh, hey, Commodore, good to see you again, friend. We've got P227 still with us, Smokey of Stormwind, Jack and the usuals. Hello, Inconvenient One, and I think is it Pale or Pail? P-E-I-L. How do you say your name there, friend? David Dog here. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. And yeah, like Rotor just says, hey, Rotor, how you doing, friend? Like Rotor said, it's nationalism versus globalism. Like, basically what we're seeing in the modern era is a split. It's the left versus right smoke and mirrors show that we've been made to dance to for the last 100 years. I think that people are finally starting to realize that's a sham, even if they don't consciously think it. It's basically people who love their kin and love their country and love the way of life that they want to have and don't want this progressivism mixed with corporatism and all this other mess that's telling them they're evil, telling them they're racist, telling them they're xenophobic, all while expecting them to give their tax money to be replaced. And I think that we're seeing a natural division of our people, just like we're seeing in America. You have the idiots, the useful idiots, the spoiled people, the adults of Arrested Development that just want to be told what to do, and they want globalism because they want everything to be okay. They want daddy government to provide for them and tell them what to do. They don't care about country and family and religion and actually the soil that they live on, the land that their family tends. And then you have those of us who actually care about those things, and we don't want what those people want. So I think that we're seeing a natural division now instead of left versus right. It's more of a genuine division of globalism versus nationalism. I think we're seeing that emerge as the primary dividing lines of politics now among people.
Right, and also optically, the word globalism really hits to the point, and I mean, Trump has even been using the word on Twitter recently. He called Biden a globalist.
He sure did.
Yeah, and that is a great way to get to the heart of the matter while being more optical and, you know, I think that's the best way to do it, for real. Other words, you know, it kind of doesn't have the same meaning or the same inclinations and so on. So if you're talking to normies, that's the best thing.
Again, if you want to hop in and have a chat with us here. So there's the link in chat again if you want to hop in the StreamYard's lobby and come talk to us live. We will be here for the next hour, so come have a chit-chat. So, Southern Daily News, I know that you do some videos. Do you do any kind of other activism or community events that you want to talk about?
Oh, really just my Twitter, Unscottable on Twitter.
Let me share that for you. We pop open the old Twitter, and we'll give you a share here.
I follow a lot of people from Countercurrents to Patriotic Alternative to so on, and I boost a lot of their stuff. I haven't done a video in a while, but I plan to, after we figure out who wins, I plan to do maybe a quick stream or a quick podcast on the ramifications of the winner. So that's kind of my plan.
Sounds good. Yeah, I like the British nationalist crew. All the PA guys, the Groyper team, Chris's Monday show. I like Daughter of Albion, of course. I like
Oh yeah,
Laura Towler, Natty. Um, Dangerfield's fun. I like This Is Why We Fight, Joe and Jordan. So I like the old British nationalist crowd. I just recently met a dude named Ralph who has a smaller channel called Right Reaction, and I was on a big stream with him. We had a lot of fun. So I like the UK crew pretty good. We've had a lot of fun with them.
definitely.
And then over in America's side, of course, everybody knows I love Jason Kona and his No White Guilt work. I love that. We don't communicate, and I don't participate with his group because they're very young. But I like the entertainment value and the emotional content of Nick Fuentes and what he does on D Live.
Hmm.
And I haven't really been able to find any group that other than Jason Kuna's group that I really fall in with over here in America yet, because everybody's sort of an individual over here. But
Hmm.
I like most of the people that I come across in these circles though. And I also been listening to a lot of Keith Woods this year. I know that Keith Woods is not exactly in the same kind of nationalist circuit. He's more of a third positionist, moralist type guy. But I find what he talks about very interesting. Do you listen to much Keith Woods?
Yes, I actually have a few videos of mine that I think are great to send to normies
Oh,
of
cool.
Keith Woods. For example, he has one that's called "The Environmental Case for Lowering Immigration," I
Oh
think.
yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I remember that one. That's one of
And
the
if
ones
you
that I
know
listened to.
people who are, lefty or environmentalist types, I think that video can appeal to a lot of people on that level.
I think so too.
But and let's see, Patriotic Alternative doing great stuff. I share their image where they put the migrants not welcome up on the cliffs of Dover.
Oh yeah, that
Uh,
was hilarious.
I share that around, and kind of show people that you aren't alone if you have some doubts about all the immigration, what's going on, and the
Mm-hmm.
changing demographics and all that.
Well, I don't have anything new to report on Twitter. Let's see if there's anything new on these other sites here. Nope, nothing new. Yeah, it's too early in the day to really have anything to report. So,
Yeah, it's just getting started.
yeah, it's just getting revved up. And nothing new over on D Live, although we do have some more viewers. Thank you, everybody, for helping me get my numbers up on D Live. If you're watching over on D Live today, please click the follow button, because as soon as I get to 200 followers, I can start uploading stuff directly to D Live and making my D Live start growing. Oh, hey, Tasha. Or is it Tasia? I don't know how to say it. Hi, Tasha. I'm assuming Tasia is Tasha.
Hmm.
Tasha Michelle over on D Live. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. All
Is that
right.
Tasia?
It could be Tasia, could be Tasia, could be Tasha. I'm not sure. I
One of
see
those.
people. I see people spell names all sorts of ways these days, and I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna put the link. Oops, that's the Twitter link. That's to Scott's Twitter.
Some of Keith's stuff can be a little dense, I find.
Hey, I guessed correctly. She says it's like Tasia with a T. It's
Oh,
Tasia.
cool.
Interesting. Lots of comments coming through.
Oh, he got it. He got it right. Oh, he's the one that said it. I'm sorry. See, I'm retarded. I forget stuff as soon as I say it. I'm sorry. So he's the
Could
one
be
that got
worse.
it right. Daily News got it right. So Tasia it is. That's a pretty name, Tasia Michelle. Thank you for coming by today. All right. So anything you want to talk about, Kissa?
Not much other than my island going to another lockdown for basically ignorant reasons.
Yeah, I heard about that. Y'all need to fight that shit. Everybody just needs to go about business as usual.
Touche, but really, just Boris just needs to go away. Ideally, deport us all straight to Queens, and then let the IRS deal with them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Boris, yeah, I think it's really unfortunate what happened with Boris. I think a lot of people in Britain had a lot of high hopes for him. And
I didn't, by the way. I did not buy it.
Yeah,
I
you
did not buy
expected
him
it from
for
the
one
Tories?
No, I knew he was a clown from day one.
Mm-hmm.
What makes me laugh how so many people on the left who like Boris now hate him. I'm just like, he hasn't changed one bit.
Yep, and it reminds me of the videos I've seen with Sargon where he was ecstatic. You know, he was so happy.
Well, as much as it's going to pain some people, Sargon is an idiot when it comes to politics. And I've told him this directly to his face. He's an idiot who trusts the Tories.
Well, I also think he, he's kind of got a job. You know, I almost think he kind of looks at it as maybe his job or something, and he wants to be accessible or something like that. But anyways, I remember him.
Shit.
Yeah, I know, right? I remember him being so excited, and then now it's clear that he is just another establishment figure, status quo type of politician.
Well, that's been the case from day one. He's always been a clown. Honestly, it made me laugh when Mr. Benjamin was shelling out for Theresa May. I'm like, dude, what the F are you doing? She is a blatant Remainer. Why are you shilling for her?
Well, let's go have a look-see at something, my friends. Let's see. Oh God, I've got so many tabs open. The Inconvenient One said to check links in the Cabal server. That's Uzalu's server, which, by the way, is off the chain cool. I had no idea how cool Uzalu's server was. I've known Uzalu for over a year, and I like his streams, of course, and his his Star Trek role-playing that I popped in on to listen to sometimes. But man, his server is so cool. Like, I just recently went and hung out with them and got to know them, and he's got a kick-ass server. They call it the Cabal. Anyway, Inconvenient One's in there, and he said there's some shit to check on. So
that's very true, Stanton. He only switched sides because of Brexit.
We are going to we're gonna share a different screen right now. We are going to share this browser. Shit. Where is it? No, not that one. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go boom. Here we go. Joe Biden's lead vanishes in 4 swing states. Can you guys see this okay?
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Good on the screen? We good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
In Iowa,
Georgia,
Georgia, North Carolina, and Ohio, Joe Biden's lead may have disappeared. Joe Biden's lead evaporated in 4 key swing states, according to polling average released by Real Clear Politics. In these 4 states, the old T-Rex has seized the lead. Well. Iowa, Georgia, North Carolina, and Ohio. Well, what about that? It's almost like I've been predicting this Trump and Republican landslide for weeks now. So it's cool
almost
to see
like
that.
it's almost like people don't look at the underlying numbers. And to answer Jack's question, I don't consider Sargon a cuck. I just consider him very naive.
Yeah.
Despite him being 12 years my senior.
I think he also cares a lot about optics and maintaining his security. Because if he got deplatformed, he and his family would lose their income.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think a lot of people have.
On Parler and in private, I've seen Carl speak a lot more nationalistically and actually speak to the issue of race before. I just think he chooses not to publicly because of imaging and professional reasons.
I also think people do need to keep in mind that he has a huge channel, has a lot of viewers, and if he were to say something untoward about race or something like that, he may actually get fined in the UK. I don't know how it works over there.
Yes. People with huge audiences have to be really careful if they don't live in America.
Well, I mean, just remember, I'm speaking as someone who told the Scottish police a bunch of staff were Nazis. And all that happened to me was my Twitter account was suspended. Well, no, actually not suspended, terminated.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Violence. Well, apparently for inciting violence.
Wow.
Which proves that, technically speaking, Twitter are pro-Nazi.
Yeah. You can look at it that way.
Well, I mean, how else do you explain it?
I think it's cool that of the 4 states that you mentioned that had the lead vanish, 2 of them were southern states. I have a lot of southern pride.
Actually, to a Paurism's point, I don't remember seeing that. Well, the conventions I've been to, he poked fun of Dave Cullen, who does great work, by the way, competing forever. Look, we should try and get him on.
I really love his channel. Dave does amazing work.
Yeah, we need to try and get him on for Corner Club.
He was on the COVID stuff.
He's a little too big.
From day one, he was on the COVID stuff.
Yeah,
well, of course.
from day one.
Of course. I mean, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys saw the report going around, but apparently 220,000 quote unquote cases of COVID, 130,000 of them were not actually COVID. They were everything else.
Yep, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems
And
like
in the
the
United
CDC. It seems like the CDC agrees. It seems like all the information coming out from the UK government agrees that COVID has been minuscule, absolutely minuscule compared to what they said it would be. Just
Yeah,
not
I mean,
just not even
it's
worth the first lockdown. Even though I was in favor of the first 2-week lockdown, but
no, me personally, I was very much against it because what they should have done was take a tip out of the Japanese and the Koreans, South Koreans, and said no travel.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
we're gonna
the
take
GDP.
Speaking of the Wu flu, we're going to take a look at something else here.
Yes.
UK brings in army to help with the first China-style mass COVID testing in Liverpool. Following in the footsteps of China and tiny Slovakia, the UK is embarking on its first moonshot mass testing campaign in the city of Liverpool, known to most people outside the UK as the hometown of the Beatles. According to The Guardian, up to 500,000 people in the city are set to be tested this week, and if the system proves successful, it will be used again. So, what do you think about this, Kizza? How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm not surprised considering Liverpool was like the first city to go into T3, and now, like, what I understand, half of Yorkshire has gone into T3. My city and many others have gone into T2. It's absolutely ridiculous because you would notice if you look at the numbers, especially in my city, it drastically spiked when the schools were open, the schools and universities. Prior to that, where I live, where I work, 3,000 odd people working. We've had at least about 70 cases, to our knowledge.
Yeah, it's now. Is this testing that we just saw on the news article? Is that mandatory, or what's the deal with that?
The mandatory
I mean, me personally,
testing,
I just think the whole thing's absolutely.
to my knowledge, mandatory testing has not been enacted yet. Have you heard of that being enacted yet, Kizza? Because I haven't.
Not yet, but the problem is that you freaking test kids, bloody hell, you know what I mean? It's just a case of do you have the symptoms, and then whether they can get the test. Because like places like where I live, there was like one spot you could go in and get a test, but for me it was like 5 miles away, and the next one after that was up in near Scotland.
Yeah, I was telling a buddy of mine the other day because he was talking about how someone at his work, they think they might have got it, and he was talking to me about going to a testing site, and I was like, well, do you have any symptoms? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't have any symptoms, I don't think you should go to a testing site, to be honest.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm like, that sounds like a great way to just be surrounded by a bunch of people who are more likely to have it than just a normal day, walking around. And, go ahead.
Well, actually, just a question, Amphorism's point. Bloody hell, I must have missed that then, when I was back in during the Gamergate era. Bloody hell, I must have missed that. But yes, I mean, hell, speaking of Liverpool, they currently are 1-0 up for anyone who is football fans. Oh, sorry, soccer fans.
You can say football, it's okay.
No, but you're the host, so therefore I have to abide by American English.
All right, we're going to talk about something else fun.
It's very polite of you.
Are you ready? Because it's about the UK again.
Oh, jeez. Boris the fascist.
UK terrorism threat level raised to severe.
Yes, I did see this. Yes, I can comment on this. I wonder if this has anything to do with certain people in places like France and Austria causing trouble. And also, Priti Patel is a terrible, terrible Home Secretary. She is literally the Pakistani Theresa May.
Yes.
Well,
it says here that the UK's terrorism threat level has been upgraded from substantial to severe. This move means security chiefs believe that an attack is highly likely, but there is no specific intelligence of an imminent incident. Well, then why is it fucking severe? I think that this is all. I think this is conservative creep working in service to the COVID lockdown measures. I think they're coming at it from each end just to try to force a harsher lockdown.
Well, and notice
you keep on. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just say real quick, and notice they don't mention what is the cause of the increase in threat level. They just say, oh, well, it's because of this attack in Vienna, so we have to raise it. but they don't say who. You know, they don't
Exactly.
say.
Right.
You know, they
Remember,
kind of
not
just.
all.
But
Hashtag not
imagine if it was white guys that pulled the trigger over there. Just imagine if it
Oh,
just
yeah.
happened to be a bunch of white Christian men that did something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just imagine how it would be.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I was just going to say, if you scroll down, you'll notice the time period the last time it went up to severe or critical. If you read down the article, that's the funny bit.
Oh, is it a little bit further down, or?
Yeah. If you check down, I believe it says when was the last time it went into critical or those critical or severe. It was back when the Manchester bombing happened.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
speaking of which, I'm not sure if you guys missed the article, but it was shown in the report that the security did not, quote unquote, stop and search the person behind the Manchester bombing because of fears of being labelled racist.
I saw that
Yep.
report. I saw that.
Yeah. What a joke. What a joke.
You know, I mean, the fact that you would put people's lives in jeopardy over being called some kind of ism, it's just really, you know, it just goes to show the situation we're in.
I mean, me personally, I blame the train incident where a Brazilian electrician got shot by Secret Services. Because their intel was wrong because they thought he was a terrorist and he happened to be a Brazilian electrician on his way to a job.
Well, and you know what they say, to prevent these kinds of accidents or things happening, all you got to do is not let the people into your country, right?
Oh, yeah, that is true. And on to Rotter Geese's point, Pitch, really, third position is at it. Take up the fourth position. That's where the real intellectuals are at.
The 4D chess.
Oh.
Who cares about the third position? Why not be the fourth position and be original?
Bitch, I'll be the seventh position.
I wouldn't
Is that
describe
with the
myself as a third position, optically speaking.
Chaz was took him down after 6 weeks.
Like optically, I've heard people say third position means fascism, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
I forget who it was. Somebody, I think it might have been Keith Woods or somebody else did a great video on the third position, what it entails.
Yeah, that's because I listened to it, and it didn't necessarily mean fascism to me. It just sounded more like structural moralism, is what it sounded like.
It's sort of like a sorry to interrupt, but it sounds to me like you could be that idea, but it also encapsulates other ideas.
Yeah, it's like you just don't want what we have currently, and you don't want communism or capitalism, basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, it comes from, you know, the 30s and 40s era, when instead of being either socialist or a nationalist, you have a third position, right? So that's kind of what it refers to. But that's why I think it's probably best to, you know, and the other label, like alt-right, also was totally ruined. So now that label is much harder to use because of all the propaganda about it. So it's one of those things where labels, like between us, I guess, it's not really as big of a deal. But when you're out and about talking to friends, family, and so on, if you say, I'm a third positionist, and then they Google it, it's going to, you know, have all the anti-white slurs and so on.
No, like I said, I wouldn't call myself one, but I mean, among people who actually know what the hell they're talking about, it doesn't necessarily just mean you want Italian-style fascism, right? Like, that's not what it means.
Well, I mean, they're the ones who invented it, contrary to what many people think. They're the ones who invented it.
Okay, we can move on.
It's like, yeah. Let's
check old entropy here. Oh, we still got nothing over on entropy there. All right, no questions for us. And I reminded the chat, if any of you want to get on here and shoot the shit with us today, today's the perfect day for it. I'm going to put the StreamYards link in the chat again because I tell you guys all the time, this is a community stream. I want to hear from other people. I like bringing people up and letting them talk
Come on, Jack,
and
jump in.
speak their mind about stuff. So
Come on, Jack. You're the next Christopher Hitchens. You got to get in here.
Yeah, Jack, you can pop on and speak your mind for a little while if you want. We still got a little bit.
Come on now, you're the spiritual successor for Christopher Hitchens that we need. That many don't deserve.
Looks like we've got Short Fat Otaku and Sargon going live soon as well. So we got a lot of big names going live soon that a lot of our followers are going to want to.
That reminds me, Scrump,
go
seriously,
to.
get back to me what I asked you all those weeks ago.
Scrump doesn't listen to anything. You know that. Scrump only listens to the channels that he's on. He's a busy man. You know that. He ain't going to be listening to this.
Are you saying I have to whip it? Yes.
You can do whatever you want with Scrump. I don't ask questions. What goes on behind Scrump's doors is none of my business.
I know, right?
Yeah. Let's see what else is done. Oh, speaking of which, of Commodore, Escape in New York is the actual basis of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Fun fact for everyone in the chat.
Yep. It's,
no, she's Hindu, Jack, believe it or not.
Yeah, you're talking about Patel?
Yes, Jack Asif, pretty Patel.
Yeah, she's
was,
Indian, right?
Well, yeah, she's, Indian Hindu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just double-checked when I was doing a little research on her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Smokey, if I became Emperor of the United Kingdom, I would gladly make Kojima a proper director and make him build an actual Slight Piskin movie. No, I'll make Chiselwood to take on Hollywood and not have it filled with progressive dogma. And actually make good movies again, like how we used to.
I'm going to pop open a couple sites, see if I can find us anything else interesting to read about the election. You guys talk for a second. I'm going to go dig it.
Sure, I want to touch on a comment I saw in the YouTube chat.
Please
Alex says, "We aren't reactionary." And that's an interesting comment. I wanted to add to that and say that, this is why I think Jason's mentality of saying you're white positive or that you just reject the anti-white narrative, terms like this. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm a reactionary" to a friend of yours, it's easier to say, "Oh, I just reject all this anti-white sentiment."
Yeah, I'm white positive, and I believe that what's going on is white negative. It's against the European people of the West, that kind of thing.
Well, actually, on the term of reactionary, is there a defined definition of such?
No.
Well, there's also like reactionary, neo-reactionary, all these different labels, and it's one of those things where just saying I'm not anti-white or I reject the anti-white narrative does a lot more to galvanize people under a specific mentality, I would say.
Because
that's true,
if you hear somebody say anti-Semitic, they know exactly what the fuck you're talking about because of decades of drilling it into their head. So if you start using that kind of very simplistic language, you just say, that's anti-white. I don't like that because it's anti-white.
Jack's just asked what is the fourth position.
Oh God, who knows, right?
That will be explained in the next one-on-one video with me and Yizz, coming very soon.
All right. Okay, let's see. I have something to share that I want to pop open and talk about here. All right, we're going to a different screen share now for... Here we go. This is the best website I have found. I will be sharing the website link in the chat in both DLive and on YouTube. If you want to follow the American elections, this is a pretty good website.
No, Alex, that is wrong. I'm gonna beat you for saying such a filthy haram thing right there.
All right.
No, Alex.
No, Alex has a good point. Like, before we move on to the election stuff, I want to talk about what Alex just said. You don't have to ascribe to a certain kind of political or economic structure to be white positive.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily ascribe to any of them. I care about the got tongue-tied. I care about the well-being of Western kind, which are what people call white, European people, whatever. Like, I care about our well-being. The type of government and economic structure that people in Finland want to make might not be what works best for the European people in Spain or in Ireland want to make. might not be the same as what the people in Washington State, America want to make. I don't think that we all have to unify under one global system or structure. I just want us to be in control of our own destiny, in control of our own lands, and to break this globalist bullshit that's been fucking with us and ruining us for the last 3 decades, or the last 3 generations, my bad. That's what I want to end, is that shit.
Well, I was going to say, Anna makes a great point in the comments saying not effing up countries in the Middle East is a good start.
Yes, exactly. Like, I don't want to start wars for Israel anymore. I don't want to have massive amounts of people that are not Europeans being pumped into European countries specifically to not only destabilize the host population, but to make the rich richer. I think that's evil and wrong and needs to stop in all of our countries.
Yeah, to answer Smoky Stormwell's comments, I have not, but I will definitely check them out later this week.
One phrase that I want to say that I've picked up from Full Moon Ancestry, he's on Twitter, and he's got a phrase that I really like, and he goes, white solidarity with ethnic sovereignty.
That's nice.
So that's something you should use when you talk to people. You know, we need to have
solidarity with ethnic sovereignty. I like it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say to Zen, another thing. Also keep up, for everyone in the chat, make sure you use this word for our enemies, regressives. Remember
that's interesting.
Word. Because
saying regressives is good. I've had good luck with that in the past as well.
No,
so anyway, the thing I wanted to look at.
Sorry.
That's so fine. We're going to wrap up here in a little bit. The thing I wanted to look at, this website I shared, is the DDHQ, Decision Desk. And I'm going to share it in the chat again, in case people missed it earlier. This is the best website I have found for keeping up with votes and elections that have been made official. Now, keep in mind, this does not, of course, take into account all of the skullduggery and the media circus and all the QQing and the salt that's going to happen that say, oh, these votes didn't get counted, these got counted wrong. This is just a collected official count from people that have turned things in already. And so far, Trump looks like he's winning New Hampshire, and that's just because they are actually turning them in early in this state. So this site, it's going to take another few hours before you start seeing anything useful, and it'll only be It'll only be on the East Coast. Because remember, there are 4 time zones in America. That's how fat America is. So, it's going to be a gradual time delay over the entire evening. So, we'll go ahead and kill that. And, we have a Zen Chan. Hello, Zen Chan.
Hello.
Thanks for hopping on,
Hello.
my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Been a slow day, to be honest. I've kind of just been building myself up to this evening because I know I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, I'm working night shift, so hey, I know the feeling.
Oh, I used to do that.
The only good thing about night shift is the pay and nothing else.
Oh no, I didn't even get paid any more than anyone else.
Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking need that night shift premium. Night shift premium is pay.
Yeah.
That is true, Peacekeeper. You don't trust him. You trust him like you trust a child connoisseur in a children's hospital. But hey, the BBC and the Labour Party know all about trusting child connoisseurs with children now, don't they?
I like that terminology, child connoisseur.
Well, I borrowed it from V.
Oh, I don't watch V enough. His voice really pisses me off.
Hey, don't be racist, okay? He's a hard-working Romanian, okay? Don't be racist.
No. I've heard English people who have the same voice as him. I did not say accent.
It's exactly. And to inconvenient one, yes, it was originally coined by Mitchell Nawaz, but we need to keep on using it.
I was just checking Cash App over here, and I wanted to thank Martin Madrigal for the $10 that he sent a week or 2 ago for truth telling. I do appreciate that. I don't know if I gave you a shout out on the last stream or not, but thank you so much for the $10. It goes into the community chest for buying me better equipment one day. I do appreciate that. All right.
So what are you guys' plans for the evening?
Well, I'm going to be busy with streams. I'll be hopefully getting on a few people's streams. Definitely going to head over to Oozaloo's and Dangerfield's stream. Maybe going to hop on with Sargon and SFO here in a little while. Hopefully I'll be getting on Don the Pleb stream, but I haven't talked to him about it, so I don't know if I'm invited or not. But I would like to hop on with him at some point.
Yeah, that reminds me. I think I would be Don one meant to do something a while ago, but you know, he's been busy with he's been streaming pretty hardcore recently, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and close up Entropy, and I'm going to close up PayPal. I don't see anything new on PayPal, and nothing new on Cash App. We're going to start winding down because other streams will be starting soon, and I want to actually go use the restroom and get a fresh 2-liter, get some new ice, and get ready for some of the main streams that are starting here in about 30 minutes. So we are going to wind it down. Anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap up today?
I'll
Trump
throw a
2020.
shill- I was going to say, I'll throw a shill out on behalf of the people that I might be with tonight. So I
Sure.
got told I may. I told you guys about the Shandy the last time I was on stream.
Oh yeah.
This time, an acquaintance of his, Red Phoenix Rises, they're going to be doing their own much more small-scale stream, but probably for the same length of time as the bigger ones. I may be on that. So, if Sargon and the lot stop being a bit too autistic, you know, that's a bit of a break you can take.
That's Andrew. As for me, I mean, last weekend I did a nice little bit of political shilling and talking for Yizz's channel on behalf, as well as a few other channels, because there was a little campaign group talking about the hypocrisy of over the lockdowns en masse, along with talking about the cashless society.
Oh Christ!
Oh no! Trust me, right? Trust me. There will be plans for all the parts of the big Great Reset, which many people have done. But
Right.
I will say, if anyone wants to know the dangers of a cashless society, just go and check out Laura Towler's video of what happened to her not too long ago.
One thing that I'm trying to do is I would love to get AA, because he has some economic experience, to check out the Times collection on the Great Reset. They have like maybe 10 plus articles on the Great Reset on the Times website.
Cool.
And that is a really interesting spot to look at all those articles. And I think AA could do at least an hour explaining, you know, like the economic impact of a lot of these things.
Yeah, he might enjoy that.
But sorry to interrupt, but a friend of the channel's, or -1, he did like an 1.5-hour video on the Great Reset, going through all the plans in question, all the economic changes, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, the cashless society, so on and so forth.
Who did
All -1.
Right.
Yeah, our friend Bill.
Yeah,
He
Bill.
did a video on this, and trust me, the level of depth of how far this goes. I mean, people talk about the New World Order. A lot of the plans are very New World Order-ish. I will
Yes.
say that.
Thank you. Is Optics engaged you?
Yes.
Okay,
I actually put
got
the link in chat for
I got
everybody.
the link open, and I will be sending that to AA later. He might want to dig into that.
Yes, Jack, definitely call him that.
All right,
Yes, Jack, do it. Do it.
Before we wrap up here, I'd like to say a couple of things about politics and the West in general. I want you all to remember that in the last 100 years, the majority of our wars and the majority of our body count have been killing other Europeans. And regardless of what you think about what did or didn't happen in the World War II era, regardless of how much you do or don't romanticize the Third Reich, we all need to band together now in the current era and realize that there are people that base themselves on racial and ethnic lines who will unify, who do want to attack us and replace us. And unless we are willing to lay aside our differences and have that same kind of racial and ethnic unity and peace and advocate for ourselves, we are going to have a very bad time. So it's important to set aside our differences about economic stuff, about political structures. I don't care if you're a Nazball or you like fascism or you think National Socialism is great or you're an English liberal like Carl and you think that's fantastic. We all need to realize it's us versus other groups that are not us, and they will never be us, and they view us as an enemy to be conquered and replaced. And we have to band together over that and talk about that realistically and openly, because our enemies sure as hell do. So that's why I don't like making this about what kind of politics or what kind of economics is best, because that doesn't fucking matter right now. When the Huns are at the gate burning down the fort and you have evil agents inside the fort trying to help them open the gate, The time right then is not to talk about which merchant lord is going to give you the best price on grain next year. The time is to talk about what to do about the Mongols and the spy you have on the inside. So that's where we're all at right now. So anyway, that's what I have to say about politics, and that's why I've been going off for months now about white positivity and trying to get our people together, because the Huns are at the fucking gate, and we have assholes on this side of the gate trying to open it for them. We got to deal with that before we can go back to arguing about anything else, okay? So let's all band together and at least have some kind of racial and ethnic unity and pride together, so we can at least not be destroyed. Then we can go back to squabbling about liberalism and all the other shit, okay? So
yes, white solidarity with ethnic sovereignty.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And also, snow apes rise up. That's what I'm saying. Snow apes rise up.
On that point, that reminds me, Jack, bloody well hurry up and join the Discord, because I'm sure Yizz would love to have you as a guest in the next Corner Club.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, like somebody just said in the chat, white well-being is the solution. We need white positivity. Pointing the fingers at enemy groups, that doesn't build unity and strength. Caring about your land, caring about your children's future, caring about the wonderful civilization that came before you, caring about your history, building communities that are worth having and worth fighting for. The positivity is what will carry us to a successful future and a glorious horizon. So focus on those things, everybody. With that being said, we're going to wrap up the stream. I love all of you. I hope that you all have positivity, keep heart, stay strong, speak the truth, and let's go towards that glorious horizon together. What do you say?
Yes, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome very much. You're welcome on any time. We'll stay in touch. And I remind everybody that everybody that's listening, you're welcome to come on our stream at any time. Come visit. Let me know if you want to set up a particular meeting, even in private. I can do one-on-ones. But I want to get everyone's voice out in the open and get us all unified and working together. So you guys enjoy whatever stream you go to tonight. I'm going to be hopping around and visiting different streams for the next 6 or 7 hours, so you might see me, you might not. But anyway, keep heart, speak the truth and all that, and we're going to get out of here.
Also, on that point, everyone join the Discord. Everyone who's here who's not in the Discord, join it.
Let me grab the link real quick.
Join it now.
I shall sign off with a quote from our glorious hero, Liberty Prime. Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom.
Nice.
Democracy is truth. Communism is death.
No. Democracy is cancer. Get that filth out of my chat. Democracy is tyranny of the needy and the stupid over the productive few. I won't be having any of that democracy shit.
Democracy. Right. Yeah, we tried that. Anyways, peace out.
The strong, the smart, and the beautiful should lead. Everyone else should follow and do what we say. So that's the end of that.
Starship Troopers was right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I love you guys. I love you all, chat. Thank you for helping us build this wonderful channel, and we'll do this all again soon. Okay. All right.
Yep,
take care, everybody.
Bye bye.